Hello there, everyone. Welcome to ETTemplar's level quest. We've tacked on 14 levels since the last one, and the last one only got 7 views, so I'm not entirely sure if this series is worth uploading, but here we are. In recent Starfield news, Starfield has reached 15 million active players. So, regardless of the negative press and people's opinion on Starfield's still going pretty strong, and I like to see that. I know Bethesda put in, like, you know, the pronoun shit, but you know, that's in the character creator. It's not like it's like a main quest like thing where they're hitting you over the head. It's not like, you know, Dragon Age Veilguard where they're like openly pushing shit on you. So I'll let that slide, and quite frankly, I'm not exactly a culture warrior, even though I align with a lot of those people, but there comes a time when, at one point, are you gonna, like, actually enjoy and have fun with video games? With this culture war shit, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, you know, the point of video games is to have fun. And I do get that video game companies putting woke shit in it is pretty irritating. But, you know, there comes a point where people just need to stop nitpicking shit. But that's just my opinion on that. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, Starfield hit 15 million players. And in doing so, they released this new vehicle, Deimos. It's in the Creator Hub. The Creator Hub also has like a tank, which kind of sucks. It wasn't worth the 300 credits that I bought it for, because the thing doesn't, it's a tank. It doesn't have the liftoff capability. It's just a fucking brick. You're driving around a brick with a gun that affects, it kind of looks like shit, the main turret. So I mean, it kind of looks cool, the premise, but it's probably one of the worst DLC vehicles I've seen, and it's not worth the 300 credits. But that was the 3,000 credits or whatever that I got for pre-ordering this game. I bought the Super Gorilla Dong edition, where you get free DLC later on. So yeah, again, funny story about that. If you guys don't know, I spent my last $100 when I walked off the job. It was Shell. It was being a cashier and doing so many stuff at this shitty fucking gas station, which, if that's the only option for a job, just move on. It's just full stop, because you're not going to get paid due to the amount of shit you go through. And currently, I might have to look for another job, because, let's face it, this YouTube stuff isn't exactly taken off. And the way how YouTube's fucking with this channel, with the metrics, the algorithm and shit, I don't expect this shit to ever do anything or be an actual functioning career. It's more of a hobby. And the one thing I will say about this channel is, compared to other YouTubers, is you know, you don't have to fight for a parasocial thing. The community I have with this channel is like very small. It's like less than 10 people. There's a Discord and a Telegram in the description down below if you're interested. So pretty easily accessible YouTube content creator. I'm still writing this cool thing, the short story thing that people voted on, so that's going to be out eventually. But yeah, I've just mostly been playing this. I did win $200 on slots LV, which half of it I I tried to invest it, but anytime I invest, whether it's Bitcoin or stocks, this horrible thing happens to where the prices just start collapsing the moment I invest. So I bought Ratchet and Clank Reverse or Introverse or something like that, where you play as Rivet. There's the other Lombax. So the graphics on that's pretty good. And funnily enough, that's the only game that's that my PC can barely handle, which is funny. That'd be Ratchet and Clank, but I've been having a blast with that game as far as other games, and it was a game. I don't know if you guys ever experienced this, but you come across a game where you're at your absolute worst. Like, well, not worst, but you're down mentally. Maybe you're depressed, and you come across just a really dumb, fun game, and it just, you know, uplifts your spirit because it's a cute, fun, just entertaining game. And that's what happened with this Ratchet and Clank game, which is weird to 33-year-old man talking about, but you know, that's just that. So again, we're level 140, and we're just bricking along. I think it was 14 levels since the last time. So that's we're getting there. We're getting there, and hopefully this video nets more than 7 views. But some unwarranted YouTube advice. If you are to be a YouTube content creator, you'll go absolutely insane if you focus on metrics too much, because that's just gonna drive you insane. So upload the content you want to, have fun doing it. And that's what you should concentrate on. Don't focus on... I know the main point of YouTubing is to make money doing what you love and turn your hobby into earnable income. But that's going to be a long way off. Unless if you're just incredibly fucking lucky, which happens. But yeah, Starfield is... I find it amazing that there's, you know, hit 15 million active players. I mean, that was like World of Warcraft levels back in the day. So that's pretty cool. Congratulations to Bethesda and Starfield. I really hope they continue making DLC, and I want to see more campaign stuff. And I hope someone at Bethesda does that, because there needs to be, you know, there's still that open pirate section with Minerva, because she's out, you know, still flying around. So I'm hoping they can do something with that. But there's just tons of more stuff, again, that they can do with Starfield. And again, I'm just a fanboy for this game, Starfield. For some reason, it's just struck a chord with me. And the lore and everything, I hope they do more lore-related stuff as well. And I can't wait to see what kind of more amazing shit they can do with Starfield. And yeah, I'll even buy new DLC if it's good enough. Again, Shattered Space was kind of underwhelming for me. But again, you know, it's bringing that topic up again. I still think it's a decent, fun game. Is it as good as Fallout or Skyrim? No, but it has that same level of charm as those games do. And again, I hope there's still more DLC and shit like that. That'd be cool. And of course, I don't show in this one, but I also got... They have this little... egg-shaped, like, vehicle you can get in the creator hub, and you're essentially just flying around. And I think it has a really high boost amount, so you can essentially just hover and like zoom around these planets. I'll probably do a separate video reviewing that, but it's probably one of the best vehicles in game. I think it's from Fallout, because the two consoles it has like the Fallout screens, like the little hacking menu in the vehicle. So it's like this little rocket pod. You fly around and it shoots rockets. That's probably the best creator hub item. Of course, I'm bringing it up while not showing it in video. But that's how sometimes these videos go. I'm just essentially rambling. I don't have any, you know, key topics. But I'll do a separate video on that in between levels. But yeah, I still absolutely love this game, even though it's getting a little bit repetitive. But yeah, it's still having a blast. And more in-game tips, whenever you see those first aid stations, rig the hell out of it, because you're going to need all the emergency packs, trauma packs, med packs. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that before. But other than that, things are doing pretty good. Aside from Bitcoin and stocks taking a dump. Now, I don't have a whole lot of money in those. It's like hardly anything, because when I get money, I love to fucking spend it. So, I mean, it's like we're talking under hundreds of dollars here, or like under $100 when I invest. So, when I say, you know, things go down, I don't have the patience for that. And my reasoning to that is, you know, if we're not going to be making any considerable gains off Bitcoin or stocks for the low amount I have, I'm just going to enjoy the money, which technically what I should do is be saving every cent and every dime for the future, because things aren't always going to be as well as my life is right now. So that's kind of scary. Again, probably have to look for work again. But that's never going to get in the way of me creating content here. And even though the series ETTemplar level quest is pretty fucking busted, we had like 3 or 4 videos where I got hundreds of views, and that was pretty dope. But I think other than that, the viewership has dropped off. But then I that's YouTube, and probably more so on my end. But other than that, you know, I can't complain, you know, compared to other people's situations. But as far as TV shows, just as a side, there is a cool series called Navy SEALs on Amazon or Paramount Plus. That's pretty decent. So if you love like Navy SEALs, and it really follows some real life stories. Of course, they're all fictionalized, and they change some things for like politics and global politics and stuff. But it's still a pretty interesting series if you like action. And of course, for the ladies, there's, you know, the home life it follows with the drama and romances and whatever. So it's an entertaining show. And with that, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. God bless. And I will see you next time.